Are you one of those people that's looking to make sure that you have a legacy or make sure that you build legacy? I'm one of those people. And I was watching a YouTube video earlier, published and posted by a good friend of mine, Ivy Bowler Watkins. Her page is in black and white. She is a English teacher and has been over the last 30 years, and her channel specializes on literature and reading and doing all of those things. So I was watching her video earlier, and she did a video introducing a book that was written back in 1995 by an author by the name of Denise L. Stinson. The title of the book escapes me at this moment, but in that book, it talked about things that we used to do, or that our ancestors taught us to do, or that they used to do, that we've kind of gotten away from with all of the hustle and bustle that's transpiring in today's society. Again, we need to get back to those things. So if you want to hear about it, I'm here to tell you about it. Hey, it's the Seasoned Lady coming back at you with another video. I am interested in building legacy, and this book will help us do just that. The title of the book is The Black Folks Little Instruction Book. And it was written, like I said, by Denise L. Stinson back in 1995. And there are a few things in that book that are a bit dated, but there's so many that ring true today. And even the dated ones, we can talk about how it relates in today's society. So if you have an opportunity, grab that book. It isn't just for Black people. It is for people in general. But sometimes we need to be reminded that there's certain things that our ancestors used to do that made this world a better place when things weren't fantastic or wonderful for us, and we need to go back to some of those things. So like I said, I've linked Ivy's full video in the description, and I think you guys need to check it out. I also think, and I put a comment on her video, that she needs to make this a series, because there are hundreds of things in that book that can be utilized today, and sometimes we just need to be reminded. But there are 5 that I thought were kind of important to us and this time that we currently live in, and how we can create legacy by doing these things. So let's get started. Number 1, and this one rings true through the holidays and special occasions and things like that, but we need to learn our family recipes. We are now in a microwave society, a microwave generation. We want everything quick, we want everything fast. We're not even microwave no more, we're air fryer these days. And those good recipes that we only have once a year, that our grandparents had scribbled down on index cards, or that our parents have written down in a little box somewhere. I'm the queen of Googling a recipe, but I can assure you that that recipe does not include all the goodies and the love that went into the recipes that my grandmother created. So you need to get that recipe for dressing. You need to get that recipe for that pineapple upside down cake. There's nothing better than a homemade pound cake. I personally was able to make my grandmother's fudge this year for Christmas, and I simply had to buy a candy thermometer. So I was cooking it to the right temperature, because I was either burning it or not cooking it long enough, and it wasn't getting hard. But with that candy thermometer, which by the way my grandmother never used, she just knew how long to cook it and it was just right. But when I bought the candy thermometer, I was able to pull it off. And when I tell you, my 76-year-old uncle was so excited to get some of his mom's fudge. He ate so much of that fudge that I'm gonna make him some for his birthday and any other time that he wants me to make it, because that was a big deal during the holidays. Another thing we need to do is that we need to take lots of pictures. We need to take lots of pictures. We need to post those pictures. We need to save them digitally. We need to create books. We need to take lots of pictures at family reunions and family functions and family gatherings and special occasions. If there's only 2 people gathered, they need to take pictures, because we want to document all the fun times that we've had, all of the experiences that we have created. My daughter and I took a trip to Italy this past fall, and when I tell you it was amazing, it was amazing. and we took lots of pictures. I rode a train for the very first time. I got to go on a real Italian wine tour. We saw chickens up close and personal. It was just an amazing, amazing time. Now, we were in Rome and in Florence, and we went to visit, all of the tourist attractions and things like that. However, just having the pictures to document the times, the things that we did at the vineyards and on the train and all that fun stuff. And my daughter created TikToks for it, and it was an absolutely amazing time. And I have those pictures to always go back and look at, and I think that's extremely important. My grandmother's last birthday, we all threw her a huge gathering in her backyard, and we have a photo with her standing out in front of us with all of us standing behind us. There had to be 100 people there, and there was nothing better than that photo. I keep it on my refrigerator. I am a photo person. I have so many pictures in my house, and I'm so afraid that when I cease to exist, so will those photos, because the next generation doesn't care nearly as much as we did about printed photos, but they can be saved digitally and other things can be done. So take lots of photos. The third thing, visit or call your elders regularly. If you are blessed to still have your grandparents, your great aunts and uncles, at my age, my parents are 82 years old. They are both alive and well, and I talk to them regularly. So make sure you talk to your elders. There are lots of resources online that have questions that you can ask your elders and your loved ones, so they can answer questions for you. So when they cease to exist, you can go back and read those things about them. Make sure they're included in photos and have conversations with them. Allow your children to visit the elders and to sit with the elders. Show them the importance of showing respect to the elderly, because a lot of people, as they get older, they feel as if they have disappeared. And that is not the case. There is a wealth of wisdom and information. Even if they can't, work TikTok or do all of those things, there's so much that they have, to offer us. And this one, number 4, is so simple and so easy. And I live in the South, and we do it all the time. The Northerners may not do it as much, but I think everybody should do it. And I think that you should speak as you pass someone on the street or in the hallway or on the sidewalk. I work with so many people. I think there's close to 10,000 people that work for the organization that I work for. And if I pass them on the way to the cafeteria, whether I know them or not, I speak to them. If I see them in the branch, I speak to them. I speak to people when I see them. I acknowledge people. I am someone that is going to speak when she enters the room, and I'm going to speak to everyone. So I think that's really important. We got to take our heads out of our phones, stop walking and looking down, and acknowledge what's going on around us. We need to pay attention to those things. And the last thing that really touched me deeply, given the experience that my friend in the hospital is currently having, is that you have to be a friend to have a friend. Friendship is not something that's guaranteed. You have to be worthy of someone calling you a friend, which means you have to be a friend to them. You have to be willing to do whatever is necessary to maintain those friendships with the people that have done whatever is necessary for them to maintain friendships with you. So I was on a quick break. I was sitting here and I was watching her video, and it inspired me to jump on and just cover a few of the important things that I know that are in that little book, because I have read it from her coffee table, and I am going to get me a copy of it because I have a 7-year-old niece, and I think it's so important for her to hear those things or see those things, and because it's not something that they're going to hear or see daily. So please, in order to start establishing legacy, make sure that you get those recipes from your ancestors. While you're over there visiting and calling and talking to them, get those recipes. Those recipes are really, really important. Take lots of pictures. You want to document everything. You want to memorialize everything, because memories at some point will be all that we have. And when you see someone, whether it's someone you know or if it's a stranger, speak. You can just throw your head up. You can smile, nod. You don't have to stop and have a full conversation. Just acknowledge people when you see them. And you have to be a friend in order to have a friend. That is important. I am a friend, And I love my friends. I have the same friends that I have had the majority of my life. I have only acquired maybe 3 or 4 friends in my adult life. Everybody else goes to childhood with me. And even my new friends, they're going to go to death with me, because I am a friend and I am blessed to have friends. So I'm going to do what I always ask you to do. Like my video, subscribe to the channel, and come back for the next one, because I have lots and lots to share with you guys. So until the next time, it's the seasoned lady signing off. Have a fabulous afternoon, everyone.